which is so heavy.
Hey, yeah, no cheese. You know we're not rocking with that lactose, baby. Yeah, push that dairy product all the way to the side. Come on.
All right, now I'm gonna try to get this piece on top of here. Don't know. It's gonna be a first. It's very heavy. Okay, now if it just leans against that, that's good. Okay. All right, so gonna try a ratchet strap. See what happens here. Oh my God, look at this. This thing is so heavy that I can't like really lift it up onto here. So I use my grabo and I'm a dual action ratcheting straps to pull it up. Wow, this thing is so heavy. It's almost there. Whoo! It's a heavy, Bobby. It's a heavy.
Yeah. It's no cheese gang all day, every day. Yeah.
Wasn't that freaking crazy? Oh my God.
Yeah. No cheddar, no Swiss.
Wow.
What you know about my life? Ain't no cheese, stay within my sight. No, it's not a game, you gon' pay the price. I've been on my meds, but I'll be alright. Just right with my cheeseless fridge.
You know, when we moved, I bought a bunch of ratchet straps to tie stuff into the moving truck that we had. And then I was like, I'm glad I held on to them because they come in handy with stuff like this. Hey, doggy.
I'm good. Hope you all know when it's understood. Give me some respect, yeah, I think you should. Don't bring no cheese up inside my hood. What's good with my vegans? They know what I mean. I still eat meat, but at least we agree. Cheese ain't the way, yeah, it's too obscene. Tied in my girlfriend's fridge, it was green. Had to break up, cause shorty ain't the one. Wish I knew what you were really about from the jump. I am not the chump, so the shorty got dumped. Wash my mouth out quick, after that I got drunk. Yeah, I will never eat no cheese. That just ain't for me. So, if you wanna keep your teeth, I suggest you get away from me. This is not a game. You don't know my pain. So, if you wanna keep on playing, best believe I'ma make a scene. Some say I lost my mind. I don't really care cause I feel just fine. The problem ain't me, I just live.
All right, so we're using a Black Hawk abrasives 40 grit, whatever it is, grinding disc. Gonna give this a try on this.
Me, I just live my life, but y'all keep telling me the same old lies. Cheese is a food like everything else. Trying to confuse me, destroy my health. But I'm no fool, I can see for myself. I never put a crumb of that cheese in my mouth. No doubt, I'ma stick to my same old diet. For a couple million, I still won't try it. Wouldn't take a piece even if I was lying. Meet me face to face if you think I'm lying. Quiet yourself, I don't care what you say. This is how I rock, there is no cheese gang. If it was a law, I would still disobey. I'll bite your hand off if you...
Yeah, this is nice. So this is a model number, what? So this is DCG412. You can see that right there. Right, battery power. So we got the 5 amp hour battery on here. You know, I did a video on that. And then we're using the Black Hawk abrasives disc there. Right there, that's the 4.5 inch. And it's a Z40. So, yeah, DeWalt, baby. Yeah.
Your hand off if you put it in my face, okay. I will never eat no cheese. That just ain't for me. So if you wanna keep your teeth, I suggest you get away from me. This is not a game. You don't know my
Oh my God, you're so big.
Going everywhere.
So cool. Joe said you had a play date?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Play date. He did good.
Yeah, that's nice.
He was about the same size as her, just a little thicker. He's older.
Yeah, penny pie.
All right, goofy girl, let's go. Let's go in.
All right. See you. So you have to be able to reach all the way over there.
Don't know my pain, so if you wanna keep on playing, best believe I'ma make a scene. Yo, my dog, stop trying to get me to eat cheese. I'm never gonna eat cheese. Get back, I'm not gonna eat cheese, bro. If I gotta get locked up again, I'll get locked up. I don't care, man. This is not a game. I'm down with the no cheese gang, man. Ain't a thing gon' change. I don't care if you think I'm strange. Doctor gave up hope. I punched him in his throat for thinking it was all a joke. I don't need your help anyway. I will never eat no cheese. That just ain't.
Yo, that was the bomb. That thing cut through that like nothing. $11 and 5/8.
That just ain't for me. So if you wanna keep your teeth, I suggest you get away from me. This is not a game. You don't know my pain. So if you wanna keep on playing, best believe I'ma make a scene. I will never eat no cheese. That just ain't for me. So if you wanna keep your teeth, I suggest you get away from me. This is not a game. You don't know my pain. So if you wanna keep on playing, best believe I'ma make a scene.
If I can lift this up. Yes, it's still heavy. Oh boy. All right, this was once a 4x8 sheet of 0.12 inch thick steel, but now it is 54 inches by 33 inches thanks to this Evolution saw. It just cut right through that, and even has a catch for chips. So yeah, it's a good deal. So now you can see that's the underneath there, right? I just got to tack weld that into place. Yeah, so now I got a work surface for my miter saw. That miter saw. Yeah, buddy. And then we'll paint this black. I got the Rust-Oleum paint for it. And yeah, we'll be golden. Now I got to go catch my gloves because they're blown away in the wind. The wind. Oh no. I don't do it. You do it. This is the final video of the miter saw station / storage cart. I might have other upgrades, but right now I am about to cut this piece of steel on the miter saw, and I noticed that when I use my piece here that is cut to like 3 inches or 4 inches or something, it's not flat, and that's because this piece was cut for when I was using the wood workbench that I created. So this is still useful, but I have to cut it. Not worried about that right now, but instead what I am doing is using this. So this was something that was given to me by my friend Dave, and it is a piece from a little miter saw station that you you used out of a piece of aluminum or like a 2x8 piece of wood. And these would normally sit on there, and then this piece would be this way. But I did it this way because, actually it might work out better if I weld it right to here. Yeah, I think it will. Not a drippage, not a magma. Magma. Okay, I'll do one more take. Three tacks should be good on that, right? What do you think? Yeah, look at that. That is awesome. Perfecto. Perfecto. Yeah, the way that this was built to sit on top of a 2x8, it gave me enough room to cantilever out from the bench where this is held. So I didn't really have to build any contraption. I just utilized this. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. So this gives us an extra, looks like 2.5 feet. Yeah, almost 2.5 feet. So 28.5 inches right to the, what appears to be the center point. Yeah, so of course when I'm cutting a longer piece, if I need to cut a longer piece, I will do something different. And I'll need to cut this because if I have a shorter piece that I want to support, so I still got to cut this to length to make it the exact height from this tabletop to the bottom of the workpiece. So I'll figure that out shortly. So I repurposed this roller thing that our friend Dave gave to me. This was a old woodworker's warehouse miter saw station roller. This was mounted on like a double 2x8, and that was the roller. It was in the perpendicular configuration, but because it's square tubing, I was able to flip it around, and I cut off the wheel. I cut off the nut that was on the inside. See that hole right there? There was a nut on the outside for a clamp, a threaded clamp that would clamp this to the double 2x8s. And then I ground down the edges and welded it, tack welded it, 3 welds, 2 there. See, it's a solid. And now I got myself a roller that is about 28.5 inches from that edge. So that gives us a little bit extra support for longer material. This was something I envisioned. I actually envisioned something that where it would swing out. And when it swung out, it would have the roller that could then cantilever over with a supporting leg that I could drop down to give it support on the ground. Which I'll still do that because I can grind these off. That although it is a pretty big tack weld, I can grind them off and do that. But this is a stopgap, so I don't waste time doing side quests, and I can get on to the main thing, which is to work on my plasma CNC. So this is going to be the first cut that I'm going to make, and this is going to be the X-axis. This is a 2x2 square tubing that is 11 gauge thickness. So I think that 11 gauge is a 0.1. I think the 11 gauge is 0.12 inches thick. So yeah, so good deal. Miter saw station. About to make my first cut. Yeah. yeah, I'm happy with this setup. Metal fabrication, yeah, buddy. Which is so heavy.
Just don't test my hand, I'm trying to be a better man. That mozzarella ain't for me, it ain't gon' get a chance, understand. So hold the cheese, yeah, keep it to yourself, it ain't for me, but burger on the bread is all.
So there we go.
Ketchup with a little bit of glaze, yeah. You can hold the cheese, yeah, hold the cheese, yeah. Keep it to yourself, it ain't for me, but burger on the bread is all I need, yeah. Ketchup with a little bit of glaze, yeah. You can hold the cheese, yeah. Don't you test me. Better call the police now to come arrest me. Don't be slick and try to put some in my eggs, please.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, we got our first cut of the plasma CNC. This is going to be a 4x8 plasma CNC. This is 2" by 2" square tubing. And I'm using my newly added roller thingy here. This thing is like just right. Just kissing the steel there. And I'm happy with this setup. Using the strong side of the saw for all the work. Yeah, this is good progress tonight. This is where I wanted to be. I mean, my adjusted schedule. My adjusted schedule was I wanted to make the first cut tonight. So we'll continue more cuts tomorrow. Yeah, so plasma CNC, here we come, boy. It should go pretty quickly because the build looks quite simple. It's just like a lot of drilling holes and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Oh. That is sick, man. Thanks. Yeah, it's pretty cool now. I'm really happy with the miter saw station. We have it set up where we can stack all the storage units underneath, and now I even have a roller that's permanently attached. I can grind it off if I need to in the future. But it's permanently attached to the tabletop here, and we're able to start cutting our tubing for the plasma CNC that I'm building. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with this setup, and I got a perfect cut using my tape measure. I tried using a pencil to make the mark, but I even got I got a better cut by using the tape measure against the saw blade. So yeah, this miter saw station is really working out well. And I think I will permanently affix it to the table and just drill holes through, I guess, and do some nuts and bolts. So, yeah, it's a good project, and this is going to come in handy for future projects. And I have it set up where I can access the storage totes from the other side. So. But we still, I made a lot of progress in this garage. You know, you see everything that's done here. It's a lot cleaner than it was. I threw out a lot of stuff, gave a lot of stuff to my sister. So, yeah, we're good. So, yeah, I don't do it. You do it.
Hey, yeah, no cheese. You know we're not rocking with that lactose, baby. Yeah, push that dairy product all the way to the side. Come on, yeah. Yeah, no cheese. Yeah, no cheese.